Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, finally, Azamina on Master Duel, same for Fiendsmith. And Konami didn't touch Beatrice, so we have some shenanigans coming up for the, well, next to the already other BS that's going on Master Duel with, full owls and so many other stuff. So Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, small Kashtira package, and it's ridiculous. It has access to Beatrice, Fiendsmith, easy rank 6 exceed plays, 2 combo lines, as you saw here in this particular deck list. A couple of important things. I prepared myself yesterday with the combo lines at Lacrima, the level 4, but for whatever reason it's not yet on Master Duel, and that hurts. That really hurts. It makes your Fiendsmith lines a little more fair. And of course, a Desiree, etc. So it's much harder to get that one on the field. And of course, the extra deck for this deck is already super tight. So no Lacrima access on Master Duel. Second is I'm not running a full package of Snake Eyes. You could do that, and with it, as you saw here in the deck profile a couple of moments ago, is play this main decking the Snake Eyes field spell and the Snake Eyes Diabellstar, the level 8 one. The one that can special summon itself from your spell and trap card zone, right? Well, why? Well, potential bricks, and the format is already ridiculous with Fualos, with Maxi, so I'm not sure if I think 41 cards currently in the main deck, so I'm not so sure if I really, want to go all in on those as well. But if you have those, your Snake Eye, if you are able to pull it off, combo off, which is super easy for this deck. And with that, I say, if your opponent does not have Fualos or Maxi and you don't have, the mini game, sure, the extra Diabellstar and Snake Eyes package could get you there with more combos. So as you saw before, the fact that Beatrice is not banned, if you don't open any of your Snake Eyes cards, you can still, Fiendsmith line into Diabellstar, send Snake Eyes Ash, and, Promethean Princess just Reborn Ash, and go for some standard Snake Eyes combos after that, right? The second one is only opening with Diabellstar, and sure, we are disregarding the other 4 cards in our hand here. The better play would have been, Special Summon Fenrir, Research, But let's see, what can we do with one Diabellstar? And again, you're not opening any of your Snake Eyes cards, but it's not that hard because you can pivot into them. So the most important thing here now is to go for the Omni-Negation Azamina fusion first. The thing is that, depending on your hand, you could definitely go for a Link Summon before, because one of the Sinful Spoils cards, in the graveyard, the fusion one, gets itself back by sending a fusion either on field or a graveyard back to the extra deck to get itself back from the grave. So you could, potentially link it away, the fusion on your field, the Searcher, get it in the graveyard, and then from the graveyard send it to the extra deck. The only reason why you're not doing that is for Bystials. If your opponent has a Bystial, you don't want to run into a Bystial. But, I mean, if you know that your opponent does not have a Bystial ready, definitely go for that. Go for the Link Summon first. So get out the Omni-Negation first, and then, because of the Sinful Spoils package, you're able to search that, right? You can pivot into Snake Eyes package, and now it depends. Again, we're disregarding the 4 cards in our hand. You'll see that if you're main decking the Snake Eyes field spell and the Snake Eyes Diabellstar, this particular combo gets a little bit better for the most obvious reasons, but you're paying a consistency price. So go for Moon. Moon pivots. All these 3 engines pivot into each other. Sick. So Moon into Requiem, the combo Requiem into here's where Lacrima, into Desiree would have been fantastic. But Lacrima level 4, that is. But it's fine though. So go for Engraver himself. Equip the Requiem so we can send it to the graveyard with our Snake Eyes Oak. To get Flame Birch, that's the last one, yeah. Everything is in circulation, so that's already nice. And now I should be going for a Link Summon to go for the Link 2. We're relatively safe because, again, we have our Omni-Negation, and keep in mind this is off of 1 Diabellstar. Again, nothing new, right? We have seen these combos before. But, they can be... You can diversify depending on your small packages you have in your deck. And of course, with Lacrima coming, the Desiree line is, might be better as well. Here, in hindsight, maybe a much better move would have been, because I think I'm going to special summon Engraver, was to get Engraver to the hand, discard to go for the spell. And use the spell, search the last Engraver, and then discard Lurie. For the combo, I don't think it mattered, because it's just an extra body on field like Engraver now. But in hindsight, tracked. It gets 2 cards from the deck, right? Like the last Engraver, a tracked from the deck, the Lurie from hand. So in hindsight, that would have been much better. And here is where the Snake Eyes field spell could give you the extra body needed to maximize this particular combo. Because now, again, I didn't use my normal summon. Sure, you have any normal monster, right? Or a monster that can be normal summoned or whatever. So here is where I indeed invest into 1 extra body on field. But again, as I mentioned before, if you have the Snake Eyes field spell, the Snake Eyes Diabellstar could give you the extra body on field. Again, feel free to add it in the main deck. What is it that gives you 43 cards? And you can definitely justify that. So now you're eventually going for a 2-body Appaloosa. And then because I'm running the DDD one. The one that negates monster effects, you're ending on that one as well. So this particular end board, what is it? You have a 2-material Apo, you have an Omni Negation with the Azamina fusion, you have the DDD monster that negates summons twice during your opponent's turn, in this case. And of course the Masquerina, Masquerina into Little Knight to dodge and Flame Budge will trigger, etc. So sick stuff, really, really sick stuff. Essentially, if you're playing the Snake Eyes field spell, this is essentially a 1-card combo. It is what it is. Okay, so going second, going first, some actual rated duels. Going second is not a big deal. I mean, you have Walos, you have the Maxi at 2 currently, right, due to the Duelist. Don't forget to craft those away. Defender actually was a sick top deck, and they are investing 2 hand traps. Like, they should, because they have the Imperm, they should have gone for Imperm, right? Because I definitely want to get rid of the field spell. Anyway, so that's 2 hand traps gone, 2 interruptions gone. They only have 1 set, 1 hand trap probably, and the throne, that could trigger the U-Bells. So go for Requiem first. My line here was to go for the DDD monster first, potentially negating summons. So go for Deception, get out the Omni Negation. So go for the Omni Negation first, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And we are, because again, I think, we don't have to fear a Bestial, so we can get rid of the fusion, send it back from the graveyard eventually, right? So, did we use Tracked already? I think so. Right? Anyway, go for the DDD one. Go for the fusion summon, get the Omni Negation out. So double monster summon negation, 1 Omni Negation. We still have Birth, we still have Snake Eyes. This is really, really sick. So Snake Eyes package, and now we're working towards Nightmare Unicorn. If you have, probably don't have the space for that, but access code. I do play access code over the other package, Zealantis and the Salamandra Great Link 4, because there is no space, because I prefer the DDD and the Beatrice over there. Otherwise there would have been enough space to fit in Zealantis and the Salamandra Great Link 4 as well. So going first, we already have access to Snake Eyes, so now the first play you want is of course get out the Omni Negation, and this is a cool play, chain the quick play spell, send it to the grave, then for the the Omni Negation, go for the Snake Eyes package. Let's see, we are probably ending on a very similar board as one of the combo lines we've showed before, if I'm not mistaken. We do have Nip, we do have Ash, for potential for Wallace or, Maxi. So here again is where the level 4 Lacrima could have, given you so much advantage, right? So yeah, very similar. Go for Sequence. This triggers the Snake Eyes package. Go for Lacrima, and here is the the play I was talking about before. Go for Tracked. Get out the Lurie from the deck. Discard it. Basically just essentially just an extra body on field. And now again, on your combos, depending on your combos, you could have gone for a 4-material Apo line. especially looking at, the Snake Eyes package, because the Sinful Spoils in my hand is kind of dead. That could have been the Snake Eyes field spell for more extending plays. So yeah, very similar, I guess. Oh, right. Here, I probably should have kept, yeah, instead of going for a two material Apo, I go for a 3 material Apo, but here in this case I sacrifice my my DDD monster. And in hindsight, again, I probably should have gone for a 2 material Apo, so 1600, 2 negations, and the DDD mon next to this particular field. So anyway, go for Unicorn, the small Kashtira package again there. I wasn't running at first because of Lacrima. I mean, Lacrima does change the deck by a lot. But, I mean, it gives you extra bodies, and Unicorn is super oppressive, especially into the Mulch armies and so on. Anyway, so we see it's Lap. Banish 1 card, doesn't really matter too much. So what are the lines? We get Birth, basically just extra plays. This is awkward. We have basically all the Snake Eyes cards in hand, bar Oak, I think. So get rid of the level 4. Go for Sequence. Let's see if there's any interruption play. Go for Lacrima, and I think we go for the DDT just in case. Yeah, just in case of Nip. Now, yeah, because we have our Poplar in hand. Again, awkward, right? Because Bonfire is not live as well. So here, I probably should have. I don't know. Was there a way to get the Oak, to get Ash in circulation as well? I'm not so sure. So go for Hita, just get rid of Promethean Princess. Eventually go for Access Code Talker, I think. Masquerina first, to make it protected for some reason. I guess to give me an extra linking graveyard to start popping. Hit one of the Mirror Forces, imagine. And yeah, we go for Birth, and that's more than enough. So it's a nice deck. It's ridiculous that Beatrice is also legal, but man. So the only cards that I'm contemplating on main decking, maybe more Droll, and the Snake Eyes Field Spell, and Snake Eyes Diabellstar. So again, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave signing out. Peace.